This younger generation doesn't want to work. This younger generation just doesn't want to work. Yes, the f we do. You just won't fucking hire us. Because tell me why I spend actual fucking days doing nothing but sending in fucking job applications and I can't even get the common courtesy of an email. Nobody will fucking respond. Nobody was hiring us. We need fucking jobs. You do realize that most of us are turning 18 within the next fucking year, including me. I need a place to fucking go, but I cannot if I cannot get a fucking job working anywhere, part-time, full-time. I can't even get somebody to fucking hire me for Walmart. I've sent in 4 applications to 5 different Walmarts. Nobody's gonna fucking hire me. For what? Yes, I know that there's people that are willing to work for fucking pennies on the dollar, but I'm sorry, as an American citizen, pennies on the dollar just isn't fucking feasible. If you're not gonna fucking hire anybody, do not post the fucking job listing. Quit giving us fucking hope.
Look, we all know that the job market is doing great. I mean, based on the numbers that were just released. I mean, you seen that, didn't you? You saw that the government came out with the numbers and they said, look, guys, look, the job numbers came out and we're as strong as ever. But you just saw the clip previously. Well, never mind.
What the hell's going on over here?
There seems to be some disconnect between the real world and what the government and the media are telling you guys. They're saying everything's great. No problem. There's nothing happening right now. We're doing great. We're actually going into the strongest we've ever been.
Yeah, right.
But you guys, boots on the ground, are saying something different. And we're going to talk about it, guys. My name is Orlando. Welcome to the channel, guys. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. Also, too, I have a newsletter, and it's free. How can you beat free? You cannot beat free. And also, if you need any type of financing that deals with commercial properties or investment properties, I'm your guy. I've been a lender for almost 20 years, and I can assist you with that. The information is in the pinned comment and the description, guys. Let's jump straight into it. If you guys haven't seen this report that just came out, it says here, the U.S. economy added a stronger than expected 177K jobs in April, guys. 177,000 jobs. It says here, America's long resilient job market continues to defy expectations, even in the wake of swirling uncertainty. The U.S. economy added a surprisingly strong 177,000 in April, a slight slowdown from March, downwards revised 185,000 gains. Did you guys read that? It says, March downward revised 185,000 gain. Revised. See, this is something that's been happening over and over and over and over and over again. I've been telling you guys that the economy is going down and the government said, hey guys, listen, from Biden to now, they're always telling you that things are better than what they are. You go to the grocery store, you see eggs high, you see meat high, you see chicken, you see ragu sauce. It's super high, and they're telling you everything's fine. Don't worry. We're actually gonna have the best of the best in the future. That's what they're telling you. But you're hearing something different, aren't you? You hear when you speak to your neighbor, I can't get a job. You're hearing from federal workers that get fired, they can't find a job. But yet the government and the media are telling you, everything's great. They're sweating. They're sweating while they're telling you this, but they're saying, everything's great. Don't worry. A little nervous, but everything's great.
The same fake stories without checking facts first.
The sharing of biased and false
news has become all too common on social media.
What the job market in 2025 it sucks. I'm so frustrated and I'm so upset because it's nobody's hiring. I've been on so many interviews and nobody is hiring. That is so crazy to me. Back then, it was so easy to get a job. I kept the fucking job. I quit a job, get another job. Quit that job, get another job. Got 2 jobs at the same time. But now, it's fucking hard. I have not had a job since last year. And it's these employers are wasting my fucking time. If y'all know y'all not gonna hire, why set up an interview? Why waste my time for real? Bro, like, this shit is crazy. Like, nobody's hiring anymore.
You know what? I'm glad that she brought that up. One of the things I have been telling my viewers is that, hey, I know everybody's out here telling you, hey, why should we work during the pandemic when they're giving out all of this money? When they're giving out all of this money, hey man, listen, I'm not gonna work. I said, word. And everyone was hiring. Not only that, but people were giving bonuses. Not only that, people were giving you higher than normal salaries. The interview process was basically non-existent. You signed the application, you're hired. Remember that? That was a time where I was telling individuals, listen, take advantage of the opportunities because no one wants to work. You can really cash out.
Well, it's too late now.
Yeah.
Go ahead and get that bonus. Put it in savings. Go ahead and get that job where you're getting a higher salary than you normally would. Put that in savings. Because this isn't going to last. Because when you get to the other side and when things start going down, trust me, the first person that will turn their back on you, the first person that won't be loyal to you is the company.
Fact.
They will do whatever they have to do to take care of themselves. This is the reason why I told everyone, take advantage of the opportunity to help yourself. I'm not telling you to take the opportunity to help the company. Forget that. I'm telling you to help yourself. Help you and your family get ahead. But instead, what did people do? I'm not saying that this young lady did it. I'm saying, what did most people do? They sat down, they collected the money. And now that the money isn't flowing like it used to, now they're saying, hey, pick me, I want a job. But you didn't take the opportunity when it was available. That's what I'm trying to make you understand. But hey, listen, I understand. I know what someone said. I can hear someone right now. Orlando, listen, that was the past. That was the past. No one cares about the past. We only care about what's going on right now. Okay, listen, I get it. But right now, no one's hiring. See, don't let the jobs report fool you into believing that everybody is out here telling you, hi, we're hiring. Heck, UPS literally let go of 20,000 people and still are saying they're hiring. They're saying right now, we're hiring. UPS right now, if you go and say, hey, look, we're hiring, but you just laid off 20,000 people.
Awkward. So awkward.
And I know someone right now is saying, you know what, Orlando, I hear you, but I don't like my job. I'm thinking about quitting it. And I'm saying, so you're telling me you are seeing these videos and you're saying to yourself, I want to go from this situation into their situation. You want to go from making income to making no income. You want to go from figuring out how you're going to make your rent, your mortgage, how you're going to pay your bills, your utility bills, take care of you and your family, because I'm tired of getting team messages. I'm tired of dealing with these people. It's better to deal with this than it is to deal with that. And you know what that is because I'm showing you. Let's have this conversation of where the job market is going. See, the job market is going in the direction that politicians are going. It's starting to be a status symbol. Remember before when politicians weren't celebrities? People didn't know politicians like they do today. Due to social media, politicians are basically celebrities. Look at Trump. He is probably the most well-known person on the face of the earth. You're starting to see Congress members, celebrities. Anyone in politics are celebrities. That is what's happening with corporations. Corporations now are starting to see individuals lift up their status by saying, you should work for this company. If you work for this company, you get this status. And if you get this status, these doors open up for you. And now you're starting to see people on social media push up that status. So many people believe being financial literate and having a job, it doesn't go together. Not in 2025. Not in 2025. Let me say that again. Not in 2025. You need to have your stuff together just to get a job. Do you know that a lot of employers run credit checks on you? And not only that, you better pass those credit checks or you're X'd out. You may not even make it to an interview without them running your credit. And don't you have 30-day lates? You got collections? You got repos? Oh, X'd, you're out of the job. So the things that I'm trying to tell you guys to do, save, budget, take care of your credit, sit on the sidelines with a purpose. You want that house? You got to save for it. You want that car? You need to save and budget for it. You need to keep your credit together because these things will not only save you money in the long run when it comes to getting debt, but now these things are the key that you need to open the door to have an opportunity to get into those jobs where you get high salaries. Let me guess. I can hear someone right, Orlando, that's not true. The stuff that you're talking about, it's wrong. Well, let me give you an example.
Now, as you guys know, I've been very open and transparent. I lost my job 2 years ago. The corporation I was working for laid off my entire department. During that time up to now, I've been doing a lot of gig work, applying to thousands of jobs. Very, very few bites. I think maybe I had like 4 interviews during that time up to now. Now, just last week, I got a fresh new bite, and I actually spoke to a recruiter this morning, and he told me what the job entails. It's pretty much the exact same thing I would have been doing at the job I was working, or the full-time job I was working at previously. And I'm like, okay, cool. I think this might be a good start. So we get to the part where he's talking about background checks, and I'm just like, okay, I have nothing to worry about. I don't have a background. But this company, and mind you, this company is a rival of my former job. They have very strict background checks, and they do credit checks. Yeah, I have bad credit right now because I haven't had work. I couldn't get a job, and I had to make some sacrifices, and I've been in debt. Mind you, I get some companies require credit checks, even though the company that is a rival of this company that I was working for didn't require that. But whatever. However, the criteria of what they're looking for, there cannot be any collections or charge-offs in the past 2 years. There cannot be any repossessions. Too late for that, but okay, I get that. But there cannot be 2 accounts 30 days or more past due in the past 3 years.
Did you hear that? You cannot have 2 accounts that have been past 30 days late. See, this is what I'm talking about, guys. We are now going in a direction where your financial life and your work life, they're together. Now, why I would have said to myself, well, you should have been taking care of that from the very beginning, because finances is very important. Finances and money that's how we run our lives. You can run your life a lot better if your finances are in tip-top shape. But we live in this world where I know that most people don't have their finances up to tip-top shape. So my job is to inform you. My job is to inform you to get that together. Because if you want to get a job and you got bankruptcies, you want a job and your credit is a 4. You want a job and you got collections out the wazoo, and you think you're gonna be working for a dentist, or you think that you're gonna be at Chase, you think you're gonna be working for one of the big 4 accounting firms? Sorry. Why would we take you when we can take someone else who has none of that? And that's what they're gonna do, guys.
Here's the thing. I understand that companies have policies and how they do things, but what I do not understand for the life of me is why can't they keep up with the times? We are in the time where so many people are fighting for the same position. There's limited jobs. The economy is crap right now. And you're telling me the exact thing that can help me get out of debt, you're saying I can't do that because I was put in debt for reasonings or stuff out of my control.
I mean, maybe that's a little bit too far. I mean, the income portion, I understand it. You lost your job, and that wasn't. But the debt portion, that's definitely in your control. I'm sorry, that definitely is in your control. Come on, man! Let's talk about the companies being in the times, being in 2025, knowing individuals right now in this job market, it's extremely competitive. The one thing I know, and the one thing I know for sure, is that these companies are doing reports, they're hiring consultants, they're doing all these things to see, hey, if we hire people with higher credit scores and have their finances together, will we make more money? And you know what those reports came back and said? Yes. Matter of fact, these individuals will make you more money. These individuals will blah, 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 blah. That's what they saw. They see money making in the future. And I get it. Some people just don't understand it. This gentleman just told you he got laid off by one company, and then now he's going into another rival company, and they are worse. And he's still expecting these companies to have some loyalty to the people. He's expecting the company to have some type of loyalty and do the right thing. They're going to do the right thing, all right. They're going to do what elevates their bank account. Now, it could go the other way. If companies realize that, you know what, we don't have to do any background checks, we're going to make tons of money by hiring these individuals, they would do that. They're just going to go where the money is. That's where the needle just goes one way or the other. Money over here.
Hello, I like money.
I just watched a video of a lady with 2 master's degrees and 15 years of experience in tech sales or something, she said, which sounds like, oh my God, what a like perfect candidate for anybody looking for that kind of person, right? She said she's been looking for a job for 2 years, put in 6,000 applications and blah, blah, blah. And I was sitting there listening, judging, you know, I'm judgy. And she kept explaining, like, she can't even get a job at Trader Joe's. She talked to the manager at Trader Joe's, and the manager was like, yo, we got job applications backlogged. And after hearing that, I promise you, I'm not being snooty when I say this. It's just, I'm not built like that. I would literally give up searching for a job and go try and make some money on my own.
All this evidence showing you that the job market isn't what it is. Again, I believe that the government is going to come back and revise the numbers because we just had 300,000 federal employees get laid off. 300,000. The report just says 9,000. Sounds like a revision to me. That's going to happen. You know, a couple months from now when nobody even cares about the report because we're already in a recession. No one will care about the report that we have today. When 3 months from now, we're in a recession. No one will care. They're going to revise it, all right, but nobody will care again. And listen, I know your cousin, Lil June, told you the economy's great. The job market is doing great. He just got a job. He can't stop hiring folks. I know he told you that. But the real news is it's bad out here, guys. And it's going to get worse before it gets better. You heard what this guy said, lady with multiple degrees. Now, what do you think is going to happen to the job market now that we have all of these individuals with multiple degrees that are coming from the government sector? What do you think is going to happen when all of these people flood the market with their 2, 3, 5 degrees, experience out the wazoo? But anyway, guys, if you like videos like this, please join the Patreon. I do exclusive videos over there. You will love it. And also, too, we all know you won't get all of your information from this one video. I need you to watch this video right here. Yes, this one right here. It will give you information on the housing market, financial news, get you into your first rental property. You will love it. See you in the next one. Thanks.